everyone, welcome to Storytime this week, and this week we're looking at Oliver's fruit salad. And remember Oliver from last week with his vegetables? Well, this week he's making some fruit salad. And again, it's written by Vivian French and illustrated by Alison Bartlett. And there he is with his huge bowl of fruit. Hello Oliver, are we ready? Oliver was eating his breakfast. He looked at his cereal and he put down his spoon. When I was staying with Grandpa, he said, I helped him pick scrunchy red apples every morning. Oh, how lovely, said Mum. When Mum made herself a cup of coffee, Oliver shook his head at his drink of blackcurrant juice. Taste, Oliver. He said, at Grandpa's house, I saw real black currants. Gran let me top and tail them, and she put them in a pie. Oh, goodness me, said Mum. There he is with his blackcurrant juice. At lunchtime, Oliver's mum looked in the cupboard. Shall we have tinned pears? She said. Oliver looked at the tinned pears and he sniffed. Grandpa grows pears, he said. He doesn't eat pears out of tins. He grows pears on trees. Oh, lucky Grandpa, said Mum. After lunch, Mum got their coats. Let's go shopping, she said. Grandpa doesn't go shopping, said Oliver. He grows everything in his garden. Oh, hurry up, said Mum. Put your coat on. Oh, all right, said Oliver. In the supermarket, Mum went to look at the jams. Oliver told her all about Grandpa's wonderful cherries and strawberries and plums. Oliver, said Mum, look over there. Why, said Oliver. Look, said Mum. Oliver looked. He saw apples. Lovely red, juicy apples. He saw blackberries. He saw juicy pears. He saw cherries. He saw strawberries and plums. Said Oliver. I still think Grandpa's fruit is better. But, said Mum, what about bananas? Some bananas. And grapes? Said Mum. Oh, Grandpa could grow those if he wanted to, Oliver said firmly. Mum pulled up a shopping trolley and she filled it with fruit. She's got pears, bananas, strawberries, cherries, grapes, plums and apples. I've never seen one of those before in Grandpa's garden, Oliver said, pointing at a pineapple. And he put it on his head. Silly Oliver. We'll buy one then, said Mum. And she did. Oliver helped Mum carry all the bags home. They piled up the fruit on the table. Now, said Mum, you can eat an apple, or you could have a pear, or even a plum. It's not in a jar or a tin, it's all fresh, so help yourself, Oliver. Oh, Oliver shook his head. No, thank you, he said. I just helped Grandad. I didn't eat any of the fruit. I just don't like fruit. Mum stared at him. Oh, Oliver. The doorbell rang. Oliver rushed to open the door. It was Gran and Grandpa. Hello, said Oliver. Come and see, Grandma and Grandad. Come and see what we've got. Gran and Grandpa looked at all the fruit. Oh, fruit salad, said Grandpa. What's that? Said Oliver. Oh, it's something very special, said Gran. Let's make it together. Gran, Oliver, Mum and Grandpa chopped up the fruit. When it was all in the big bowl, Oliver smiled. "It looks very pretty," he said. "Shall we have a go?" So, we're going to make ours in this bowl here. So I'm going to start with strawberry. Cut the top off. Chop it up carefully with my knife. Remember, this is a grown-up's job. I'm going to try some, let's have some pear. Chop the top off. I'm going to put it in some circle shapes. And then cut them again. And pop them in the bowl. Ooh, what else should we have? Let's have some juicy apple. Go down the middle, keeping my fingers out of the way. Oh, it's a bit tough. I choose some apple. Chop it up into little pieces. Let's put my apple in the bowl. Let's have some grapes. Let's cut some grapes. They're a bit small, I have to be very careful. Some grapes in the salad. Oh, it's looking nice. Nice and juicy. Cherries. Let's try some cherries. Oh, we don't want to eat the stalk. I'm going to cut off the stalk. And then some cherries in there too. They're very juicy. Another one. Now, what have we got left? Banana. No, we don't eat the skin, do we? So we're going to peel the banana. I'm going to chop it into little circles. And pop it in my fruit salad. How's that? Looks yummy, doesn't it? Mum put out 3 bowls. One for Grandpa, one for Grandma, and one for Mum. 1, 2, 3 bowls. "Where's mine?" asked Oliver. "Oh, you don't like fruit," said Mum. "I like fruit salad," said Oliver, and he had 3 helpings. Let's get Oliver a bowl. Oh, come on then, Oliver, what are you going to have? Some strawberries, some grapes and some pears. Want to try it, Oliver? Scrummy, he said, and he licked his spoon thoughtfully. "But I bet if it was all out of Grandpa's garden, it would be even scrummier," he said. And even Mum laughed. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story, everyone. Can you remember last week's little song we did after Oliver's vegetables? Well, guess what? We're going to do Oliver's fruit song this time. Can you remember it? So we're going to sing, and we'll tell you the different fruits as we go along. So let's start with the clapping. So it's Oliver's fruit this time. Are you ready, Oliver? Here we go. Oliver's fruit. Oliver's fruit. Oliver's fruit. Oliver's fruit. Oliver's fruit. There's apples and there's strawberries, there's pears and there's bananas, there's plums and then there's cherries, and then there's pineapples. Oliver's fruit. Oliver's fruit. Oliver's fruit. Oliver's fruit. Oliver's fruit. Shall we do it again? See if you can say the words, this time the names of the fruit. Are you ready? Start with the clapping. You ready, Oliver? Here we go. Oliver's fruit. Oliver's fruit. Oliver's fruit. Oliver's fruit. Oliver's fruit. There's apples and there's strawberries, there's pears and there's bananas, there's plums and then there's cherries, and then there's pineapples. Oliver's fruit. Oliver's fruit. Oliver's fruit, Oliver's fruit, Oliver's fruit. Did you join in? It's time now for me and Oliver to say bye again. So until next time, we'd like to say bye to everyone. Hope you're all safe and well, and see you again soon. Bye.